Oh, it's you.
Uh, good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are back. Have you missed us? We have missed you guys. We're back with another night of healing conversations. We're so glad that you have joined us tonight. So we want to give you guys some time to just come on into the room. Come on in, start watching. Let us know that you are on. Give us a thumbs up, give us a heart, say hello if you're out there watching on the Mount Lebanon page, on my page, on the Thrive page, or even if you're watching via YouTube. We would love to hear from you. We would love for you to say hello and let us know that you're watching us. So come on in and join us, start a watch party, like us, share us. Um, just let people know that we're on. We are here. We're going to be continuing our conversation about spring cleaning, because we are in the month of April. It is springtime. We've had some great and wonderful weather out there. So we're just glad to be with you guys tonight. Like I said earlier, we have missed you guys. I hope you guys have missed us. So we're going to be getting started soon. Just really quickly, if you're out there and you are in need of any type of help or services, don't forget about the Mount Lebanon Virtual Health Ministry. We are here to serve you and your family. So if you need help with housing or food or mental health services or medical, that number is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So just just call that number. That number is 202-765-1435 is that number. So just call us if you're in need of any type of help. Give that number to a family or friend. It does not matter where you live. We just want to help. We want to let you know that we're here to help. So if you need of any type of information, if you need help with COVID testing or getting registered to get COVID testing or getting registered if you want to get the vaccine, we can help you do that, also. So just let us know. Just give us a call. The number is scrolling on the bottom of your screen. So yeah, so we're here and we're excited. We've been trying to do this, finish this spring cleaning talk for a couple of weeks. But life gets kind of busy and things like that. And so we're going to finish our discussion on our spring cleaning today. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Miss Brown, welcome, Marlon. Always glad to have my co-host with me. Yes.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It seems as if we're going to start this conversation about spring cleaning when we're actually about to get ready for summer. It seems, but um, last time we spoke about the three different levels of needing to cleanse. So there was the spiritual level, the emotional level, and then body. So in terms of like doing an assessment of spiritually, where are you? How are you feeling in your spirit? How are you communicating with spirit? Do you need some type of a cleanse? And then the next level was basically having that conversation with self about things that you're ready to get rid of, habits that no longer serve you, practices that no longer serve you, and having that conversation so that once these habitual things start to change, there'll be a calm in your spirit. And then next level was basically doing the cleanse for the body. And so understanding that, some type of ritual is going to be needed. Are you having tea in the morning? When you wake up in the morning, are you making your bed? Are you doing positive affirmations? Are you connecting with nature daily? Are you taking a walk? Are you marveling at nature, at trees, at flowers, at the birds communicating with each other? Whatever that level is. And then also making those dietary changes that we need to make as it changes from winter to spring and then from spring to summer, our dietary needs change because the seasons have changed. And when the seasons change, what we need to put into our bodies change as a result. And so that's why it's so important to do that type of spring cleaning. And then also your space, like what are things in your space that you haven't used? You know, sometimes you haven't used things for a few weeks. Sometimes you haven't used things for a few months. And there are other things that we have not used for years. Okay. And so those things are basically blocking the shui in our physical spaces, blocking energy from being able to move throughout the spaces. And it's time to get rid of those too. So checking your closets, checking your cabinets. What are the things that you need to get rid of? I can't hear you.
Oh, I have myself on mute. Sorry about that. I am I'm in the process of doing that now. Hey Brenda, good to see you. We are I'm getting new furniture in my room. Um so I'm super excited about that. So this weekend my room is going to be getting painted. My new furniture is coming on Monday. So I'll be spending the next couple of days just really doing some of that decluttering, in my space and looking at stuff that I was just like, okay, I haven't touched this in quite some time. That means I don't need it. If I haven't found a reason to wear it, then that means I don't need to wear it. So it's going out or going to Goodwill or something like that. So I'm so happy to be getting my furniture soon and getting my room painted. And of course, it's going to be purple. A light purple because that's my favorite color. So because I want my room to be just a really calming space. I got my little white desk that's next to my bed for me to do like my devotions on, when I get up in the morning or before I go to bed at night, or say if I just want to be in my room in that space and do like my meditation and do my devotion and my spiritual practices, saying, so I'll have that space in my room to be able to do that. So, I'm really, really, really happy about that. I'm excited about that. Doing this, doing this, spring cleaning and, detoxing. We've been talking about this for a while. And when we think about, what we've been through in the past year and what we've been through COVID, and it is definitely time to release some of the stuff that has been pushed down and that we have suppressed, things that we have just allowed to build up in us. So, now it's time to, release those things and let that stuff go, I'm saying, so that we can be a little lighter. We can be, have a little less weight on our shoulders and those things, and help us to declutter our minds so that we can think more positive thoughts than negative ones. And we can, do those positive affirmations for ourselves and things like that. So, I'm really excited about, this conversation. I'm really excited about the challenge that we're going to have for those that are watching us tonight, that we want to do. And we want you guys to join us in our process of the spring cleaning that we want to do for the next couple of weeks. And doing that and having some accountability that having people having us be together in a group and just to talk about, our process and that. So one of the things that we want to do that we were looking at doing is, doing this journey and having a group of you all who are out there listening to us, who love healing conversations, say, hey, I want to do the spring cleaning process with you guys, to do this process with us. And then, when we come on and we start talking about spring cleaning, we want you to come on with us and talk to us and share your experience and what this spring cleaning process has been like for you. So we got DZT who has joined us. Welcome, DCT. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
You can only see half your face. There you go. Okay. Or do we look like twins on the other side? Do we look like
Take my glasses off.
You know you can't see though.
I
You
know.
need to-
I'm like that.
You got to move it over some more because you're on. Yeah. There you go. That's better. Yes. So we're talking about spring cleaning your mind, body, and spirit and stuff. And do we look like twins?
You guys do look alike.
Anybody
Yes.
ask you that, Mom?
So we're going to be doing that, in the purpose of doing that and doing cleaning, after spirit in your mind and your body and those types of things. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Something's happening with your mic.
Hold on, let me see.
It's like really bad feedback.
Is that better?
Yes, a lot better.
Okay. Better? I think I might have to turn mine down a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah,
when have you started spring cleaning? Yes, ma'am.
You talking to me? Oh, I muted it because I think the feedback is coming from both of us being together. You said what now?
So what have you started to do in terms of your spring cleaning, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, your physical space, or in terms of your dietary needs?
Well, when I think about it overall, I've probably been doing it since the pandemic. So since early last year. I try to do what's peaceful and relaxing to me. Like I took up fishing, which I really enjoy. I just did horseback riding because everybody know I love horseback riding. I try not to let other people's baggage. When you're a person that people normally depend on for whatever reason, because I not patting myself on the back. I'm a very dependable person, but sometimes it drains you when you have to deal with people. So my spring cleaning, I learned how to put up that wall that doesn't let them get too toxic for me. And then if they're offended, I'll let them know, okay, those are your feelings. And I can't put that weight on my shoulder, how you feel, because I can't control how you feel. Because I could do everything in my power to get a person through or whatever, and it still not be enough. So I would definitely say I put up a boundary. Got to have boundaries with people. Far as my health wise, I've been doing more plant-based stuff because I just had a procedure done, and because I have GERD, I have acid reflux. So I'm leaning more into the plant-based, which I think is going to become my lifestyle, because I've noticed certain things now that has really calmed down since I started doing plant-based. And I'm still doing my aloe vera. I'm still doing my turmeric, because what happened was I had an inflammation of the stomach. So turmeric is really good for that. That's helping me now. I'm making some turmeric tea right now. So I would say overall, I just got to put that boundary wall up in everything. I just got to cut out some stuff, cut out some people, spend this much of time on it and not a whole lot of time, and not let the weight of other people's lives carry over to my life where I'm become toxic. Because I heard a meme that said something like, you have to love toxic people from a distance. And it is true. And a lot of times people don't understand that. They feel like, well, you're not being a good friend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? No, I saw a shirt that I'm trying to purchase right now. That shirt says, find God and then find me. I love it. I love it. I swear, if I can get a pair of shoes made with that on it, that's what I'm going to do. So that's mainly the things that I do to do my spring cleaning for the moments, for the present time that we're in.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. Miss Brown, Miss Randolph said hi to you. She was watching. She's watching from my page. She was watching from my page, and
Hello. I said
she told
hello.
me. She said hello to you. And hello to Deborah, who's out there watching too. We're so glad that you guys are watching with us. So, so if you're out there and you're watching, and feel free to put in the chat some things that you've been doing, or have you started doing any type of spring cleaning? And if so, what have you been doing? What do you necessarily need help with, and those types of things? Like my sister said earlier, we have started doing a little bit more plant-based, so we have chicken and plant-based food in the freezer, you know, including plant-based noodles. So yeah, so we have been doing those things. I just got my package of teas from Marlin, and I will be, brewing up some stuff over the weekend to prepare myself for to do to start doing a cleanse, um, and cleansing out and detoxing my body. Spiritually, I have been. So today is Reboot Wednesday. So on Reboot Wednesdays, I used to send out these little cards, to remind people to just to do something on Wednesdays. Let Wednesdays be your reboot day. Let it be a day where you choose to do um, start reading a book, or finish a book that you've started reading. Read your Bible. Be more intentional in your prayer and meditation on Wednesdays. Fast on Wednesdays if you want, for either a meal or for a couple of hours. Do some journaling, on a Wednesday. But let Wednesdays be everybody uses Wellness Wednesdays, saying, so it's no reason why we can forget to take care of ourselves on Wednesdays, because you see it on the news, you see it on TV, you see it all over social media, where people just do Wellness Wednesdays. So I call it Reboot Wednesdays. That's the middle of the week where you just kind of give yourself a reboot, saying you replenish yourself a little bit. So you can choose any of the 5 things that I said. I will be posting it on my Facebook page, that you can choose to fast, choose to journal, be more intentional, spend a little bit more time in your reading and meditation, find a book, audio, read it, whatever. Take some time out to do that. So what I did when I took my lunch break, I went in the back room, because I usually try to take my lunch break in the back room. I went in the back room, and I just, put on like a sermon or something like that, or just looked for some motivational things, on YouTube, and listened to that. I left my phone and my iPad in the other room, because I noticed when I would take breaks, and then I still be on my phone, like checking my email, or looking on Facebook, or doing something like that. So I started realizing that, and so I started saying, okay, you know what? When I take my break is from my phone as well as from the computer. Because what's the use of taking a break if you're still going to be sitting at your computer, surfing the internet, shopping, or doing something like that? So now I'm more intentional with doing that, because I realized that I'm just like, I just got off the computer, why do I have another device in my hand looking at the screen? So I started doing that. So I put it down, I let it stay where it is. If somebody calls me or texts me, I will text them back when I'm finished. I stopped letting people interrupt my time where I'm just trying to be intentional about having some time to myself. So I started doing that. So that's one of the things that I started doing. And then when Holy Week started, I started being more intentional, especially in the mornings, so when I get up, and when I get up in the morning, and I always put on my music anyway, when I come downstairs, and I started doing that, and, just playing some music, getting my mind together, praying, doing my meditation, after I pray, and those types of things. But now I notice sometimes when I come downstairs now, I don't even turn the TV on. I'll go in the back, I'll listen to some affirmations. I will turn on a little music, but I stopped praying with the music on. It's one of the things that I stopped doing, because I remember my in our Bible study lesson that we've been talking about prayer, and my pastor was talking about, how, when you go away, so you go away to a quiet place, so we go away to a quiet place, and then we turn music on and then we pray. So I started not playing music and just having just complete silence when I start to pray. And then even when after that I meditate, I'll just not play anything while I'm meditating, because sometimes it can be hard to hear if you're listening to music and trying to hear God telling you what he needs to tell you also. So I might turn the music on a little later, or I might have it down really low. And when I'm doing that. So just being more intentional with what I'm trying to do spiritually, especially in the morning, to get my day started right. Yeah. Brenda, we'll definitely get you. So we're going to talk about the teas in a little bit, but we'll make sure you get some information about the teas. We had someone on that said they wanted some information about the teas.
Okay. So in terms of space-wise, I think when spring started, there was just this need to get rid of things that no longer served us. So I woke up one morning and put on like some cleansing meditation music from YouTube, and just had it playing throughout the house while I went through the drawers and got rid of stuff that's not being used. Went through the closets, did the same thing in my room and Anaya's room, to just make sure that the new season meets us ready for, whatever new energy is coming in. And the energy in the house was so electric. I remember Emmanuel was like, well, I'm going to go upstairs and see what I don't need too, and toss it out, because I think it's important for us, especially in this society where we're taught to gather so many things, and we've become hoarders, and if the Bible states that God is going to give us this day our daily bread, right? Just this day our daily bread, then all of the extra stuff that we have that we don't need, it really goes against the flow of life. And so I was able to definitely do that. Spiritually, I was still in conscious contact with God and meditating, but it wasn't consistent. And it wasn't that, let me get up and my knees hit the ground like my grandmother taught me to do when I was a little girl type thing. It was, let me scroll the phone first, let me watch a few videos, and then. But now I've been a lot more diligent of, as soon as I rise, getting into the habit of prayer, making sure that my crystals are close to the bed, and grabbing the bin and going through whatever crystals I'm going to be using on my chakras that day, and to go into meditation. Also making a cup of tea. And as I'm making a cup of tea, let's say like I cut a lemon and I'm going to squeeze the lemon into the tea, then I want to smell the lemon as well, because I think a lot of us have to work on mindfulness, right? On gratitude and on being in the moment. So, you know, this society teaches us to always be planning. We'll be here making a cup of tea, but in our heads, we're in a meeting that we're going to be having at 1 o'clock. And so taking the lemon once it's cut and putting it to my nose and smelling it, you know, and that ties into now being grateful, right? Being grateful for the farmer who farmed the lemon, the fact that I can smell it, the fact that I can taste it, and the fact that it's going to be healing my body once it goes into that cup of tea. And so understanding that the rituals that we create, they tie into our gratitude as well. I make it a point of duty to, now that it's springtime, I take a walk to a stream that's in the neighborhood daily. And if they're, you know, flowers that are really pretty, yeah, I'm walking and touching people's flowers because, you know what, I'm connecting with nature. And then also just making sure that I'm grateful. You know, when I get impatient with the process or something happening, or I start to worry about something, I'll put myself back into gratitude, you know, because once I'm in a place of being grateful, then I'm not going to be able to be dragged out into doubt. I'm not going to be able to be dragged out into fear. I'm not going to be able to be dragged out into anger. And so consciously making those efforts to stay positive. I've started cutting a lot in terms of like my body. I cut back on a lot of carbohydrates, and I've been trying to infuse a lot more vegetables into my diet. And whatever fruits that I do consume is usually berries because those are lower in sugar than, you know, other fruits. And making sure that I drink enough water just to be as healthy, to make sure that I'm as healthy as I want my clients to be, right? Because I'm very, you know, diligent on, you know, did you drink this? Did you take your shot of this? Are you okay? Why do you sound like this? But at the same time, sometimes I'm slacking on, you know, my own self-care. And so, you know, my son has told me numerous times, Mom, if you're a healer, you have to heal yourself first, you know. Exactly. And so just following those things of taking my own advice, because sometimes we're really good at administering medicine, not realizing that we need to take that spoon and put it in our own mouths, you know. So just being diligent with that.
Yeah, that is so true. Because we were talking about that earlier. We had a brief conversation about that earlier about, you know, when we're deciding to do something different, we have to be intentional in doing that. And sometimes we decide, it's just like, okay, well, I'm going to start doing this, I'm going to start doing that, but then you don't. But you know, and it's easy, it's so easy for us that are, you know, especially people who constantly are telling other people, you know, who are constantly helping other people do things. You know, we always find ourselves, you know, making sure everyone is taking care of themselves, and then we still put ourselves on the back burner. And you know, we have to be reminded that we have to do the same things that we are, you know, asking someone else to do for themselves as well. So but you have to be and that comes with the intentional part of you. So it's like, you know, writing down your intentions at night for the next day, or writing your intentions down for the week on Sunday when you get up and say, these are my intentions for the week. And then every morning you get up, you look at, okay, what are my intentions for the day? What do I want to accomplish today? What do I want to do, you know, in particularly for myself today, or the things that you want to do to, you know, to help your spirit grow, your mind, and your body. So we have Deborah Jones that is on watching us, and she had a question. She said that what's a good start to begin the process of cleaning up? I tend to forget, and I need something that I can remember due to this season that will spark my attention. I think that's what you said, Deborah. I think that's what you said, if I'm reading it correctly. So are you asking what's a good process for cleaning up, and then how do you remind yourself when the seasons change? Is that what you're asking? If you could put it in the chat and confirm that for me. But one of the things that we were saying earlier is that when you start that spring cleaning process, if you're looking at something that you haven't used in a year, you haven't remembered to use it, it hasn't even crossed your mind or anything like that, then it probably needs to go out. Yeah. You know, when you think about stuff that you worn or stuff that you just have sitting in a container, you know what I'm saying? Like I have like shoes in a container in my room, you know what I'm saying? Like in one of those, what do you call it? Those little brown things, you know what I'm saying? I have like shoes in there, and I'm realizing like, okay, you know what? I literally have not opened that container in like a year or two. So that means really whatever's in there, I don't need, because I'm not going to use it. So because if I don't remember something like, oh, well, you know what? I have this such and such bag, or I have this, let me find that. If I haven't said that and that thing hasn't come across my mind, then it probably mean I'm not gonna, I don't need it. If I haven't thought about wearing those shoes, that means I probably don't need them. So, you know, so just trying to, you know, get into the, so that's what I'm trying to do. So she said, yes, that is correct about the cleaning, about a process to do that. So that process is, if you haven't worn it, touched it, thought about it in a year, then it's going. You know, if you are spring cleaning, or not just spring cleaning itself, is just remembering like when the season changes. So it's just like when summer comes and you start putting up your, you know, maybe little sweaters and stuff like that you had up for the spring, because the spring you can be kind of cool. You start putting those up. So then that's your, you know, that's your process. You know what I'm saying? So as you putting them up, if you putting up stuff that you ain't wear, then put it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Put up the stuff that you have worn. And then when summer ends and fall starts to set in, and you start thinking, okay, well, did I wear this summer? Did I wear this last summer? But you pulled it out anyway, then put it up. You know, saying then, you know, toss it and only pack summer stuff away, the summer stuff that you actually wore that summer. You know, and doing the same things like when winter comes, you put your fall clothes back in, and your summer clothes are up, and you got on your sweaters and things like that. So just, you know, kind of remembering when the seasons change is a good time to declutter clothes from that season. Yes.
And get yourself some outside trash bags.
Yeah.
Right. And then go into your space and open up your drawers and look and ask yourself the question, have I used this in the last season? Will I be using this in the next season? So you determine, is that something that you're going to keep, or is it something that you're going to get rid of? And you know which bag you will throw whatever you want to get rid of in. And if it's something that you want to keep and put up for the next season, then you'll do that as well. But literally, you have to kind of have a conversation with self in terms of everything that you have. And that also ties into like just habits, you know. Mm-hmm. Do I need this habit? Is it beneficial to me? Is it something I want to continue to utilize? And if it is, then you keep going. If it's something that you don't need, then it's time to get rid of it. And a lot of people hold on to things because we hold on to memories from things that people have given us or different times in our lives and the significance of those things. But they're literally just things. The memories are more meaningful than the actual object. And sometimes we have these deep connections, but the spaces that we live in can't hold years and years and years of memories. That's what our brains do. We hold memories. Our places don't. So having those conversations and understanding what are the things that we need and what are the things that we need to, you know, get rid of to make room for more. Because in order for abundance to flow into our lives, there has to be space.
Now you know you need to put your phone on vibrate, right, Marlon? Yeah. So yeah, so that and so then that's another thing with when you talk about your mind, body, and spirit, and so when you think about um, especially for me, what I usually like, well, what I usually do with people, especially before COVID, was, when I had opportunities to meet in person with people to do different speaking engagements or to do different, workshops and things like that, it gave me a great opportunity to do battle scars, what I'm saying, to do the release of the rocks and let people let things go, what I'm saying, so that when they go back home, say after they leave this service or this encounter that they had with God at this moment or in this place, that they can release some things before they go home. And so because of COVID, we haven't been able to do, a lot of that. We did do a small portion or small form of battle scars. I think, when did we do that, Tamika? Did we do that at the end of, what did we do it at the end of the year? We didn't do it exactly. It was going into the fall. Oh, are you sure? It was kind of cold, yeah. So it could have been around November or something like that. It was before Christmas, probably. I don't know. It was November or December, but we did a small version of it where we did have the fire pit out in the backyard, and people posted on, Facebook, the things that they wanted to release and let go of, and we wrote those things down and we put them and we burned them in the fire. And so, at the end of the year, it's a good time to kind of do a decluttering, a mind declutter or a mind detox, and start writing down things and letting them go. But throughout the year, you can do those types of things. When you start realizing that, in your meditation and in your prayer, things that are, or people and things that are causing you stress and that are just toxic to you, write them down. Start a prayer journal, and in the back of that prayer journal, write things that you want to release, that you've been releasing in your prayer or in your meditation, so that maybe by the end of the year you'll have a page of stuff that you have let go of, and now doing the actual release and maybe burning it in your grill or something like that, or in your fireplace or something, as a form of release, to let those things go and to utilize those tools that you have around you to do those things. Because I can tell you that having the opportunity to write things down and put it in the fire and watch it go up can be very rewarding, and truly and a truly blessed moment and experience, when doing that. Would you agree, Tamika? DCT, I'm sorry. Since you've done it several times with me. You're on mute.
So I done what?
Battle scars. Are you
I lost my train of thought thinking about something else. Yeah, I think it is when you let it go and you like the smoke and everything going up, because it's going upward into heaven. So it is symbolic. If you're in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
the problem with most people is we don't live in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we keep a lot of clutter and stuff, not just in our houses or even the spring cleaning thing. That's why we hold on to, because the first warm day, all my hot stuff, all my cold stuff went up. I had to go in my box to get my North Face out one day when it got back cold, because I don't like to keep too much stuff around me. So that was my motivation. Oh, let me get this ready, because the weather about to come, the weather about to break. So I need to hold on to cold stuff when I need the warm stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
And just to piggyback on something Mona said about enjoying and living a moment, like when I went horseback riding, the lady who was behind me, it's about 15 of us, and the lady who was behind me, she said, "You look so relaxed on your horse." And while the horse was riding, I'm touching the trees and I'm Well, the only trees you can tell because a horse is very high. So I'm touching the branches and the trees as I'm riding. And she said, you look extremely relaxed on your horse. And she said, I'm back here holding on for dear life. My right hand hurt because the ride was an hour. So I'm like, you so tense and holding on to this horse with your hands that you can't even enjoy the environment you in because that horse nobody knows. That horse is a trail horse. He been doing that trail at least 7-8 times within a week. And he probably thinking, why the heck is she on me acting so scared and not enjoying just nature? It was just that's like being on a roller coaster, because I don't like roller coasters. So when I close my eyes and I'm on that roller coaster, I feel every drop. I feel it like dear life. That thing, it might be fun to the next person who got their hands up and enjoying life, but to me it's death. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just living in the moment, like it's a roller coaster. You're gonna eventually get off the joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of stuff that I think we carry a lot of baggage around for no reason, whether it's mental or physically or emotional. It just don't have to be like when we talk about spring cleaning, most people think spring cleaning is about cleaning your house. But there's a lot of other things that we could be doing to help us spring clean our mind, body, soul, and spirit and get all this out that we don't usually do because we keep so much stuff around us that we forget to enjoy. But so if you keep all the clutter, let's say in your house, if you keep all the clutter in your house, you forget springtime. Let's open the windows. Let's let the sunlight come in because you're so used to your house looking one way all the time. That makes sense.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're watching, put in the chat, what have you been doing, or have you been intentional with your spring cleaning this spring? What have you done? What are you doing as far as, hey, Nikki, good to see you. What are you doing as far as spring cleaning? Are, in your mind, your body, and your spirit, are you taking the time to declutter and to do, some things to declutter your mind, to declutter your space, to declutter your spirit, and your body. We don't think about those things, and the information that we just talked about that's the seasonal being a reminder to you. So Deborah said it was right on point for her. That is exactly what she needed. So we're so glad that you were able to get that piece, and we're so glad that was helpful for you in doing that. So if you have any questions out there, if you have anything that you want to share in the chat, just drop it in the chat. We will try our best to address it, to answer it, to comment on whatever it is that you want to share with us about your experience in spring cleaning, or if you haven't been doing it and you want to start doing it, and you need some tips and things like that. We're going to be doing a like I mentioned earlier, a spring cleaning challenge. So you want to tell them about that, Marlon?
Okay, and so we're going to be doing a spring cleaning challenge, and what the challenge entails is just embodying all the concepts, right? So looking at the spiritual, looking at the mental and emotional, looking at space-wise in your physical space where you live, and then also the spring cleaning as it relates to your body. We're going to be kicking the spring cleaning off in terms of our diets on Saturday, where I'll be brewing teas and grilling chicken with different seasonal vegetables, because I believe that if you're consuming protein and vegetables, then it's just simpler on the digestive tract versus a lot of the carbohydrates that we consume. And also, there'll be various samples of different teas. So the well-being tea, which is Reverend's favorite tea, the neem tea, which is a blood cleaner, which is not one of her favorites, and I get it because neem is no one's friend on the palate. But when it comes to the benefits of the body, it literally cleans the blood out of impurities, mucus, extra sugar. People with fibromyalgia benefit from neem. It reverses diabetes, and can get you off of insulin medication as well. There's moringa tea for people who need energy. There's vervine tea, which is a sedative for people who need help with relaxing. There's the trumpet leaf, which is a fat burner, and goes right along with, if there are extra pounds that we've picked up during quarantine, that people want to shed. Definitely the trumpet leaf tea is a good purchase, as well as there are brewed teas, and there's also dried tea leaves. So we're starting off the actual dietary part of the spring cleaning on Saturday. Those of you who are interested can contact me on the number that's going across, so that orders could be in by Friday, and I'll know what everyone's needs are by Saturday.
Yeah, so I'm going to put her phone number in the banner at the bottom, so that you can send her a text. So just real quick, Nikki's on and watching. She said that she does spring cleaning at least 3 times a year. I think is that what she said? Hold on, let me get it, because it's on my Facebook page. So she says she does at least 3 times a year. And as for spiritually, she's always reading her devotions on her Bible app, and that always refreshes her. So that was a comment that Nikita Crosby made, Simmons. So thank you, Nikki, for sharing that. And so I'm going to put Miss Brown's. Let me tell you, I told y'all already about the curry chicken, so y'all already know how good her curry chicken is, because I always talk about it all the time. If we have a conversation about it, it will make your soul be happy. Good for the soul. It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul. So you want me to put your name in the number or come in the number?
You can put my name.
Okay. All right. So it's 240
234
wait a minute. 23 wait a minute.
4
234
2067.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Why did I do that? Okay. Okay, so her number is up. Marlon Brown, if you want to place an order, her Cash App is on the screen, but you need to call her and let her know what you want. And her teas, the dry tea leaves, she can mail them to you. She always mails me mine, so I just got my thing. And what was the one? And then did you talk about the one that you sent, Tamika? The one, the turmeric.
Oh no. So there are also different blends to help to boost the immune system, or there's also a COVID blocker blend. The one that I sent to Tamika boosts the immune system. It's a mixture of the Guinean weed mixed with turmeric. And the Guinean weed basically serves as a kind of sulfur for the body. So whenever it is that we're ingesting impurities, whether it be from our diets or from our environment, the Guinean weed will basically help our bodies to expel that. And the turmeric is just a natural anti-inflammatory. It lowers blood pressure. It helps with acid reflux, with gout, anything that, if you think of inflammation is like swelling. If you think of being upset, that's inflamed. So anything in your body that's upset, that's out of balance, you want to have turmeric to help to create back that homeostasis when it comes to the body.
So you're doing curry chicken
and jerk chicken.
Yes, her jerk chicken is good, and it's not really spicy.
It can be spicy though, but Tamika doesn't like spicy, so I knew that.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in a banner across the bottom of the screen. Okay, let's trickle that down like that. We could do that. So if you're watching and you want some of that, yep, pick you up some curry or some jerk, and then well, we're not doing carbs, so you can't get you no cocoa bread, so that's too bad.
You and Pharma with this cocoa bread. Last time she picked up her order, she was like, I swear she sent me a picture of like a cocoa bread. I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, so it's strolling at the bottom of your screen. So feel free to reach out to her, order your stuff. Do you have teas for diabetes? Yes, she talked about the neem. Someone asked about the tea for the diabetes. So
yes, the neem tea is definitely for diabetes. Helps to lower the blood sugar, to clean the impurities out of the blood, and to balance out the natural sugars in the blood. So neem is my number one prescription for diabetes.
Yeah, but you have to drink plenty of water when taking that. Yeah.
Yes.
Plenty of water. Yes, and it does work. Yep. I got some in my refrigerator right now. We always keep neem. Yes.
Yes. Because you always want to keep your blood clean.
Yes. So she said, Deborah Jones said she's going to give you a call.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
keep taking.
If you're still watching, the number is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Anybody who's still, who's watching it have some questions about any of the teas, and also who wants to place an order with her for food. Miss Randolph says she remembers your curry chicken. She says she remembers that curry chicken from set days. Yes. Yes, that stuff a big yes. It will soothe your spirit and your soul. I have to tell you. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So what goes with what are you cooking with the curry chicken? What are the options with the curry chicken?
Asparagus is one vegetable, and then also a salad.
Okay, I'm gonna do the salad. No asparagus.
I'm doing asparagus. Amen. And guys, I want to tell y'all that neem works. You have to take it for a while. Don't think anything can be cured overnight, but Jesus. Amen. Mm-hmm. So it's not something you take like a few days and say, "Oh, my sugar is still high." No, you got to keep taking it. You got to keep taking it. Trust me. I know my blood sugar my A1C was 7.3, and when I went to the doctor, like three weeks, maybe almost a month later, he said, "Mercedes, what are you doing? Because you can come off the diabetes medicine because it's at 5.1." And I really take it so much, I forgot what I did. I'm in the car like, what did I eat? The same thing? And I was like, I started taking that neem. That's what I remember. So it does work if you stick with it. Trust me. Yeah.
It really does. It really does. So we want to the spring cleaning it's major. It's good. We got to do some things to replenish, restore, rebuild our bodies, our minds, and our spirits, so that we can be all that God created us to be, so that God can continue to do the work that He is doing in us and through us and around us. So that in order for us to do that, we really do have to be in our best of health and doing that. And it takes one day at a time, and it's not easy. Trust me, I know it's not easy, but just the small things that you will do will make a big difference. If you to start doing, small things every day, every week, or, every month, starting those things like, like if you like fried fish, what I'm saying? Well, if instead of eating it every Friday, eat it one Friday a month, those types of things. If you like eating out and having you something good, instead of always because some of us probably will just like, okay, well, when the weekend comes, your weekends is your day, but you just off everything, saying you're gonna eat what you want, you're gonna drink what you want, all that kind of stuff. When the weekend comes, you're gonna veg and binge watch and eat whatever you want to eat and those type of things. But how about um deciding to do once a month, saying, or even if it's twice a month, at least it's not every weekend, what I'm saying, that you're doing, those things, and just being mindful and making those small adjustments, you'll see will make a big difference, a very big difference. Taking some time to pray a little longer or meditate a little bit more or start journaling. Definitely start doing a journal and some affirmations and things like that. So we want to know. So if you're out there and you want to join us on our spring cleaning journey, put something in the chat. You have Miss Brown's number is strolling across on the bottom of the screen. I will put my number. You can inbox me on Facebook. If you're interested in being a part of this journey that we're going to be doing with with the spring cleaning, and say, hey, I want to join you guys. I want to be, a part of this, little challenge that you guys doing, and we really want you to be intentional. Every day, say intentional every week, doing something different. Saying even if you decide to take 15 minutes a day, like when you get up in the morning, you say, okay, take an extra 15 minutes to maybe go through something, through a box, or go through something that's in your room and say, okay, I need this, I don't need that, I need this, and then start creating you a keep pile, throwaway pile. By the end of the week, saying you have a whole pile of stuff that you can throw away, and that was just, it only took 15 minutes. Every day you do keep toss. That's how you start your process small. What I'm saying? Instead of, if you don't have the time to do a whole day of spring cleaning or things like that, if you say, okay, well, I'm busy, I got a whole lot of stuff to do, just take that extra 15 minutes when you get up in the morning, after you've done your prayer and your meditation, you got your music on, take that little 15, 20 minutes and say, okay, I'm going to tackle this drawer today. Did I wear this season or what? I'm gonna tackle this box, or I'm gonna open my closet and go through my shoe rack and be like, nope, yes, yeah, no, those type of things. And doing those little small things, and then as the time goes on, you can increase it, do 30, then you start with 15 minutes, then do 30 minutes. And if you do a keep pile and a throwaway pile, like I said, by the end of the week, you got a whole pile of stuff you want to throw away. Box it up, put it in the trash, or give it to Goodwill. That's a nice tip that I just gave you, just right off the cuff. Yeah. Both of y'all looking at me like, yeah, right. I was like, yeah, I did. That's just right on. That's just how the Lord gave it to me. Yep. Yes. What you said to me? You were muted. So what was you saying? What you saying, Tom?
I didn't say anything.
Your face was saying everything. Maybe you need to mute your face. You know how you be on Zoom and people mute themselves, but they can't.
No.
But they can't mute their face. So
You know what
even
I thought
if you
about?
on mute, your face says everything.
No, what I was thinking about is
What?
if you want to clean your house for a spring clean or get rid of some stuff or whatever you want to do and you having trouble doing it, watch this movie on Netflix called Hello Doris. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, if you watch it, trust me. After
Yes.
that, you're gonna clean everything in your house that you don't need.
Yes. Hello, Doris with Sally Field. Yes. Yes. It's a great movie. It really is. Yes, right off the cuff, Deborah. Yes, right off the cuff. It was just how simple it was. So do it one day at a time. It's like I think the difficult thing for us, I mean, when I say us, I mean people in general, that when we try to make changes in our lives, we always think that they have to be big and huge. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't if it's not a big production or a big project, then we make it such a big production or a big project that it becomes hard to tackle or hard to start. But when you start breaking it down in small pieces, it's just like I said, just taking it day by day, saying, okay, 15 minutes, I'm going to do this, 15 minutes, I'm going to clean off this area of my dresser, saying that, 15 minutes tomorrow, I'm going to clean out this drawer in the bathroom, or, doing those types of things. And then by the end of the week, just get you a box. Get you a box. They say donation, box that says keep, and a box that says trash. And every time you pick up something in your room or around the house and you say, what am I doing with this? Pick one of those boxes is going to go in. By the end of the week, the box is full. You do what you're going to do with your keep box. You do what you're going to do with your trash box, and put whatever in that donation box in a bag and put it aside for you to take to wherever you're going to take for donations. That's a good idea. Don't y'all think so?
Yes.
Right off the cuff. Right off the cuff. Yeah. See, it's just flowing. It's just flowing. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of you out there who have talked to me about my excitement are probably saying, did I tell her to stop moving and stop being so excited? I can't help it.
Don't stop being excited.
Exactly. I'm not going to stop being excited. Yes. But yeah, I think that's a really good idea. So I'm going to get me some boxes. Yep, I sure am. I'm going to get me some boxes. I'm going to get me 3 boxes. Yep. We're going to get 3 boxes, Tamika.
The boxes for
because we see stuff. I mean, we still got stuff in here that we may not use or anything like that. We can just, yeah. We can't put your elliptical in the box.
Got an elliptical for sale. Anybody want it? $400. Holla at me. Right off the cut. Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get me some boxes. I'm gonna get me 3 little small boxes that I'm gonna do that. Yep. Yep. Why are you clapping?
Because they just don't know what I go through.
Whatever.
Marla, I wait till she leave the house and I say, oh, let me clean this up. She ain't gonna know. She ain't gonna throw this out. I be finding permission slips. I be finding church permission slips from 2012. I be like, why I never keeping all these permission slips? Be like, boop, trash. But I gotta do it when she ain't home.
You know what? Now I'm going to get a camera put in the house.
Okay.
Yes. Because I got some stuff that I've been looking for a long time, and probably because she probably threw it out. And every time I think about it, I'll be looking for it. I'll be like, I don't know where it is. I cannot find that book. For the life of me, I cannot find it. So she probably threw it out. Yeah. I'm going to put a camera in the house. I'm going to put those cameras in the house so I can see. Yep.
But you got to do it, because if you don't, you accumulate stuff in life as you go. Just like the books. Remember, we had all those books.
Okay.
Books my mother had, my father had, we had. I was like, look, we got to get rid of some of these books.
Okay.
Some of them we kept, and some of them we just like, look, we gonna go take them down to church, lay them on the table, and anybody can have because we had
I have one of your mother's books
to,
that Reverend Beverly loaned me about cooking and healthy cooking,
yes,
like kitchen
too many
spices.
books. We had too many books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because my mother had every book from healing with water to
making money with that lady. What that lady? I forgot her name now.
yeah, so we have books, lots of books and all those things. Yeah. So we had to be able to you can't keep their stuff and then have your stuff too on top of it. So yeah, we had to declutter some stuff, get rid of some books. We had so many books in here. I'm just like, and then most of the books I don't even buy books anymore. I buy the Audible book or I put it on my Kindle. Only books I purchase if I needed to purchase it. Because I need to like physically use it, other than using my Kindle or something like that. But other than that, yeah, that spring cleaning stuff. Stop holding on to stuff that you don't need to hold on to in your mind, your body, and your spirit. That stuff will stress you out. It will weigh you down. It will keep you, stuck in the same place year after year, month after month, day after day, week after week. You have got to find a way to let that stuff go. Find a way to release it. Start journaling or keep an audible journal or keep a physical journal. I mean, do something that will help you release that stuff so that you can renew your mind on a daily basis and things like that. But you got to put we got to put the good stuff in us. Too often we forget to constantly always refresh and replenish and restore ourselves. It's just like what Nikki said with her devotion. Her daily devotion gives her it refreshes her every day. You know what I'm saying? So saying when you're doing those things every day, that keeps your mind in a good place. It keeps your mind in a positive place. It keeps your mind in a purer place, saying where, if you're constantly feeding your mind with the word and with devotion and positive affirmations and those things, then, those negative thoughts, they ain't gonna have no room to go in your mind. Saying those doubts and those fears are not going to have no room in your mind and in your spirit and your heart to plant itself if you constantly are when you are intentional about pouring in positive stuff into your mind. When you're putting in positive stuff in your body or good healthy stuff in your body and those types of things. So we have to make sure that we are replenishing our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. Self-care is key. I think if it's one thing that COVID has taught us, is about the importance of self-care during this time, and important, and not only self-care, but the importance of managing your health. I think that is one of the important things that, if anything, we've learned, just from COVID, and particularly many of us who have pre-existing conditions. That when you think about, you have this condition that is really keeping you from being around people and things like that because of the threat of COVID and those types of things. So taking time to take care of your body, to take care of your mind, to take care of your spirit, and to take care of your surrounding. Detox your mind, detox your body, detox your spirit, and detox your house. Why are you smiling?
Because Miss Deborah just called, so I can't smile. I have to.
Oh yeah, because that was a big smile. I was wondering. I was just like, what? I'm just like, yeah. So she so she just called. That's great. That is so great. That's great. I am glad. I'm glad she called you. That is great to get that help. Yeah, Deborah. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. See, Deborah already called to get some help for Marlon. If you out there and you need some help, if you want to order some teas, if you want to order some jerk chicken and some curry chicken, the number is scrolling at your bottom up at the bottom of your screen. Before we go, if you want to sow a seed into our organizations or into our ministries, our cash apps are flowing at the bottom of the screen. Thrive Community Service cash app is RevBev 73, and Calm Holistic cash app is $Calm Cash. So if you want to sow into these into our organizations, please do so. We had a comment on my page that said, Renee Wood said, I've learned to de-stress and stay positive since she's moved and relocated to North Carolina. I did better than a journal. I'm in the process of writing a book, which has helped me detox. Oh, wonderful, Renee. That is awesome. That is so good. Yeah. A whole bunch of us got some books that we could probably write. You know what I'm saying? If we just start right now, detoxing our minds, bodies, and spirit and start, writing those things down. So the Thrive information and Calm Holistic information is flowing at the bottom of your screen. And then, one last time, if you're out there and if you're in need of any type of help or services, please give the Mount Lebanon Virtual Health Ministry call center a call. That number is flowing at the bottom of your screen. It is 202-765-1435. We are here to service you. We're here to service your community. It does not matter where you live. If you are in need of housing, or if you are in need of, food or medical or childcare or help with utilities, if you're in need of mental health services, how it works is we just put your zip code in. And once we put your zip code in, it will tell us everything within a radius of your house. So that means if you live in Atlanta, if you live in New York, if you live in California or Georgia, we can help you. So if you're out there and you need help, if you know someone that needs help, please give them that number. Have them call our virtual health ministry number. We are here to service the community, to help the community, to provide whatever information that we can provide to you all to help you be healthy. Mind, body, and spirit. If you need COVID testing, we have an event that's coming up next Friday on the 23rd at the House of Lebanon, 27 O Street Northwest. If you're interested in that, please inbox me or give us a call. We can get you registered. If you have not been vaccinated yet and you just need to get tested because maybe you want to be around some family and some friends and those types of things, you can still get COVID testing. COVID testing is still important. It's still important for you to wear your mask and to do all those things. And if you are interested in getting vaccinated yourself, give us a call as well. We will help get you connected to some vaccination sites with you guys. So we thank you guys for joining us. We do have a tea time group that we have on tomorrow. If you're out there and you want to be a part of that support group, it is every Thursday at 7:00. It is on Zoom. It is not Facebook Live because it is a private group. It's every Thursday from 7 to 9. It is on Zoom. If you are interested in that, you can call that number at the bottom of the screen, or you can simply inbox me on Facebook, and I will make sure that you get that Zoom information to be a part of that great tea time group. It is a great, safe, virtual space for you to talk about whatever it is that you need to talk about. Any parting words, ladies, before we go?
Well, I would say everyone who is watching, understand that cleansing is something that we do to just maintain, and it's really, really important, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, physically, or your space. You know, after you clean your space and you go into it, you can feel the shift of energy. You sleep better after your room is clean. So I'm sure that whatever it is that you've endured, especially through this pandemic and this really hard times, they're literally hiding in our cells. And we're housing it in our bodies, in our minds, and in our spirits. So having this opportunity to cleanse and to get rid of whatever it is that we don't need is really just that. It is an opportunity. And also, for those of you who have a yoga mat and are doing stretches at home, please purchase yourself a roller, okay? They have them on Amazon, and you will be surprised at how much pain we're carrying around in our bodies, just parts of our bodies that we haven't just rolled and given attention to. We should actually be getting like acupuncture, acupressure, and massage therapy, like literally once a month, to just help maintain that balance of touch and energy flow in our bodies. So whoever does not have a roller, but you have a yoga mat, purchase yourself a foam roller. It will change
Foam roller.
whole life.
Okay. All right. Foam roller. I'm getting one. You know I'm going to be talking about two. Get two. So what? I bought the yoga mats. You on mute.
Look, I have another. Look.
Hi, Anaya.
Hi. As I was kind of eavesdropping on your talk, you guys inspired me to clean my room. So I cleaned my room for like 15 minutes, and now I'm taking a break.
Okay, awesome. Look at that. See, look. We're inspiring young people. We are inspiring young people. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Cash App information up again for Deborah and anybody else who wants the Cash App information. Where is it? I got to myself on the screen. Okay, there's the Cash App information on the bottom of the screen. If you want to Cash App, Renee said she wished that you could mail ship jerk chicken to North Carolina. She said she wished that she could ship it to North Carolina. I know that's right. Yep, because it will. Yes. You would be like, oh, okay, yeah. I think we had actually talked about doing a class where, so we'll be on the lookout for that. Yeah, be on the lookout for that. And I'm designing the Your Energy is Your Own Medicine shirt. So they're going to be ready for the summer.
Yeah.
Ready for the summer. They're going to be on my page, Rev Bev Sanders.
Shirts and hats.
Yeah. Oh, shirts and hats. Okay, cool. Yeah. We're going to start doing that. Making some money on this ads. Yeah. So, we really enjoyed you guys tonight. Thank you for watching us again. We won't be on every Wednesday, so we won't see us next Wednesday. You'll see us the Wednesday after. So if you're out there and you're doing you're going to be doing your spring cleaning, and you want to come on and share with us some of your thoughts in the spring cleaning process that you've been doing, hit me up, hit Marlon up. We will send you the invite to be a part of our conversation of Healing Conversations, where we can talk and have a real conversation about your process in your spring cleaning and those types of things, because that's what Healing Conversation is all about. So, please join us. I got to jump off because I'm late for Bible study. They don't already call me and just like, I know you're wrapping up, so just don't forget, because I got to do one of the prayers tonight. So, but we're so glad that you joined us tonight for Healing Conversations. We always love being on here and talking with you guys. So continue to stay strong, to continue to be positive, continue to work intentionally on your mind, body, and spirit, and always remember
your energy is your
own medicine. Amen. Amen. Good night, everybody. Have a great night and a blessed rest of your week. See you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
about my junk configurations? You never listen to me.